What's up? I'm fatbabamike. Today I will tell you how to make the party cupcake. Let us begin. Hi, what's up? You can see the ingredient this time has a little bit more. So this is what we need to make the party or birthday cupcake. And you will see the ingredients, some of them is different because I try to make it a little bit healthier or not that fat. So you will see I don't have an oil and I use it like the applesauce like that. So first we need to put down the cup in the tray, so later on after we have the base and we can put it in directly, no need to wait, and then we can put it into bake. The reason is my ingredient will be available to make 23 to 24 cupcake. So our oven, this is the standard one, you cannot bake both of them at the same time, so we need to do it twice and it will take a little bit longer time. That's why I need to prepare more first. As usual on the dessert, it will be my wife who do it and I will take the video, but don't worry, she is better than me. So now you can see we will put the cake mixer in. And then this time I choose this brand, is we always use it, it's not like advertisement. Then after we have that, and then we will put 2 eggs. And then if you have the crust or problem, you can just put the egg white, but if you put egg white, it will be 4 egg white. So either 2 egg or 4 egg white. And then most recipe will tell you to add oil, but that is a little bit fat. And then for the kid, we just use one of the applesauce we have for my daughter, and then that one is good enough. You don't need to be put oil at all. So one pack of that is about 1/3 cup of the applesauce. Then you will put 1/2 cup of the sour cream in there. And then the sour cream, you can choose to use the non-fat sour cream, that will be fine. This time we use is the regular sour cream, but normally we will put the non-fat one, but this time we cannot buy the non-fat one, so we use the regular one. So if you want to be a little bit more healthy, then you can put the non-fat sour cream, the fat-free. Then you will put 1 cup of the water in there. After that, you use the hand mixer machine to do it, and then mix everything together and try to make sure everything mix well. Otherwise, later on when you bake the cupcake, it will have you can taste it is different. So what we do is you can see now we try to mix everything together well. And then after you're done, you can either use the spoon or you can use us to try to mix it by hand for a little bit. Just try to see is that well mixed. And that way, like I say, if it's not well mixed, then later on when you bake, it will not taste good. So now you see we will fill in all those cups. This time the ingredient we make probably if you can sometime we don't know, sometimes we make it is 23, sometimes it's 24, but it's same package. Anyway, so this time the same ingredient, but we can only enough for 23 of them. So each of them, remember to put not more than 80% full, because after you bake it will get bigger. So if you put 100% on the same level, then the cupcake will be too big. So normally it's 75 to 80% full. That will be good enough. Later on after it bake, it will be just on top of it. And then later on you put the frosting, it will be just right, and the decoration on the cupcake will look better. So now you see we just put in is only 23 of them, and now we put in the preheat oven. The degree will be 325 preheat. After that, you put the cake mixer in there, and then you bake for 20 minutes. Sometimes it will be 20 to 22, and then the easy way is you use the toothpick. You put it, and then it come out is clean, no the cake mix in there. That means it's done already. So 20 minutes you can take it out and then use the toothpick to try. So now we try to use the Oreo cookie. The big one we will use 6 to 8 pieces. First we remove the middle those cream out, and then the cookie will put in a bag, the Ziploc bag, or you can put that in the food processor. Either way is fine. We just need to crash it, and then depend how you want to do it. And then the middle those cream, don't throw it away. Later on when we remove the frosting, we will need to use those. So now we found out this way is easy. We put in the Ziploc bag, and then we just crash it, and then to make sure they will crash it, it will be really small pieces. Or you can use the food processor, and then or you can put in a bowl. Any way you want is fine. Just try to crash it and then to really small pieces. Later on we will try to dip the cupcake and the frosting on with this crushed cookie. Now we need to check, see is that if all of them is we crash well. Then now we put in the bowl and then put on the side for later on we use it. Since you're baking the base the cupcake, and then we are waiting, so at those time we do the frosting and then those decoration. Now we do the frosting. To do the frosting, first we need to put 3 cups of the sugar in there, and then some people may ask can you use the other, not this type of the sugar. We test it, this one will be better, and then it will be taste much better when you do the frosting for the cupcake. And then when you dip those cookies, or later on you try to do, and we do another style, those will be much better. So after you put 3 cups of the sugar, you will put 2 tablespoons unsweetened cocoa powder. Any brand is fine. We just have this at home, so we use this. It doesn't mean you need to use this brand. 2 tablespoons. Then we will put 1 teaspoon vitamin extract in there as well. After that, you can see we will, on my ingredient, you see that we put 3 to 4 tablespoons non-fat milk. But for what we test is don't do it at the same time. Try to put 2 tablespoons non-fat milk in there, then mix it first. If not enough, you add 1 tablespoon. Then if not enough, you add the last the 4th tablespoon non-fat milk in there, because if too dry you can add more, too wet you cannot go back. So the best way is to do it separate. Now you can put those cream we remove from the Oreo cookie we put in there as well. So now we try to mix it. You will see at the beginning now is really dry. They are not frosting. So we try to mix it a little bit first. I don't see it's dry, and then just add the milk again ASAP they are not mixed yet. So now we add 1 more tablespoon first, and then we try to mix it, see is that good enough. And then you will see later on when we put the 4th tablespoon non-fat milk, they will be really wet. So if you do it at the beginning, probably sometimes it will be too much, because this time we add the cocoa powder. If you don't need it, let's say you try to make it the pink or red color, or the other color, you try to put the food coloring, then probably 3 tablespoons will be enough, because like less powder and in there. So it really depends your ingredient. And then the color is always like the cocoa powder is for the color. So if you try to do like the, let's say the pink color, and then like you can just put the food color in there, because those is liquid already. So you will see, and then just put few drop will be fine. Like I say, beginning put few drop not enough, later on you add more will be better. See, now the frosting is done, and then we don't want them to be too wet. We want them to be sticky, because later on we need to make that mouse ear. So now we need to have like 48 pieces, like the mini Oreo cookies, because each cupcake we need 2. So like if like you have like 24 cupcake, you will need 48 mini pieces. This you can find a lot of the grocery store. And then now we try to cut the pocky stick into half. Later on I will tell you why, but try to find this super thin pocky stick, because the regular one is like too thick. Like this mini cookie like probably cannot hold it. So try to find the super thin one. And then now you put a little bit frosting in there with the cream, and then put the pocky stick in middle. So later on you can stick it on the cupcake. Why we use this instead of like some people might use the toothpick? The reason is the toothpick, those like the kid, when they eat the cupcake they cannot eat that, like you need to tell them to remove it. But this one, the whole cupcake, the kid they can eat it. Remember, mine is the family channel. I try to do the ingredient and weigh it for the family. So we hope it will be safe for the kid to eat it. So the whole thing is can eat, no matter like, even the thing to hold the mouse ear. So after we make enough, and then now we need to put the frosting on top of the cupcake. The cupcake, you take it out and let them cool down completely before you try to put the frosting on or anything. This is what is done after 20 minutes on the cupcake. So now you put the frosting on top. If you can, try to make a dime shape. So the shape there is a middle, in the middle part is like a little bit higher than the side. So that way when later on you make it, it's a little bit 3D, it's not the flat frosting side on there. So now you're dipping the Oreo cookie you crashed earlier, and then you put the mouse ear in there, then it will look like a mouse cupcake. And then for the kid, so now this is the second one. I will try to make 2 of them for you, and then later I will have another side really similar, just change a little bit. Then you will have like 2 different cupcakes in the party. See, you can dip well for 6 to 8 pieces of the Oreo cookie. You crash it should be enough for 24 of those. If you want to make only one style, but this time we make 2 styles, so we even have some left. Okay, now we make the next style. You still put the frosting on top, but after we don't dip the Oreo cookie or put the mini Oreo on top. Instead of that, see, we need to try to make the middle part is the center part is higher, and then the side is a little bit fat. So yes, you can see now we will put some of the sprinkle on top, then you will have another style. It's easy. So, and we put the rainbow color, or you can choose any color you want. For the frosting, we put because my son like the chocolate taste, so if you don't want, like, you can make it just white color, or you put the food coloring in there. So then you do the second style, you maybe like look different color as well. I hope you guys will like it. If you like it, give me a like, subscribe my channel, follow my Instagram and Facebook, and click the bell so I have a new video, you won't miss it. Next week I will make the Japanese hot dog bun. I hope to see you next Sunday. Thank you. Bye.